Hi, good evening. I'd like to welcome you to Poem Praise 2, and certainly I hope that peace and blessings have been upon you and your family this day. We are going to get back into the Black Woman's Guide to Understanding the Black Man. We are now on Chapter 3, which is Appearance. This is take 13, and it goes like this. The black man is in a unique position because he has fewer outlets to express his frustrations in than his woman. He can't very well complain of menstrual cramps once a month or get excused for his oft-time erratic behavior by blaming it on PMS. He has to handle it 24/7, 52 per year. So that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week out of 52 weeks of the year. One of the arenas he has used for self-expression of his feelings, his mood, his superiority or rebellion is his personal appearance. His search for an identity, which was the prominent issue during the 60s, seemingly led him to the notion that, in agreement with whites who were also seeking a new definition of life at the time, the major inference of consideration was one obligation to self. He envisioned all of this to mean that he should start having a good time, best expressed by his clothes, leisure activities, cars, and sports. His self-perception began in his closet. He chose his outer garment body coverings as a tool to portray his self-image. Image is the root word for imagination, most manifested by symbols or signs that project a certain ideal or impression. Image is a voiceless message. And many of the image messages black men project are visible proof of his scattered ideas and confusing thoughts. Now, deeply rooted in his psyche is the pre-American history of being ornate. This is best expressed in the intricately decorated findings of the chiefs, queens, and other members of royal black families who decked out in obscure outfits and adored flamboyant jewelry from head to toe. His being an ornamentalist has made him somewhat of a spectacle in many circles. He has a reputation for being intentionally embellished in flashy, conspicuous, high-colored outfits. His choice of fancy garbs is something he takes special pride in. He delights in receiving special attention for assembling a conglomeration of pieces that attract stares or admiration from unknown bystanders. He wants to project an image of him that denotes his baroque expert taste and ability to organize a look of exceptional good taste on wardrobe selection. His use of symbols has thrived throughout his existence. As he lost contact with more and more attachment to his past, he came to rely, almost exclusively on outside means to convey his identity. They do believe that clothes indeed create power. No price is too high, but no risk is too great, and no mountain is too high enough to keep him from getting and wearing a unique piece of clothing. It also got him extra notice from women who admire such garnishness. And all mammals, the males who are the most fancily plumed or uniquely endowed receive the most attention from the female population. The black man is a natural show-off, and he does it very well, naturally. Those black men who are not artificially competitive tend to place less importance on outer appearances. Clothes are just to cover the body to them, and they are more embroiled with internal issues. Of course, some of them cannot afford to dress as finely as they would prefer. However, even among that unaffected group, there are certain rules that must be followed to ensure a basic measure of acceptance from the black public. These rules, which no one knows how they originated or who made them up, consist of standards such as 1. He is not to wear plaid and stripes or polka dots and tweed. He must not wear wide-leg pants or pants without pockets. 3. He under no circumstances is to wear no-name sneakers. 4. He must never put on a pair of pants that land above his ankles. I know it's like, what, you flooding? Or, yeah, I know, that's what I thought of, wasn't it? Above the ankles. Flooding, I don't know. Okay. We're going to keep it moving. We on number 5. 5. He cannot adorn a suit with the wrong size labels. 6. He should not mix unsimilar shades of colors in random sequence. Now, these are just examples of the guidelines that are used to measure his public image. Violation of these rules earn him disdain, laughter, mockery, dislike, less consideration, and may cause him to be perceived as unintentionally endowed. It can prevent him from gaining the attention of a woman and imply that he has no style. Style is a word used to clarify not only a particular type of clothing, but a black man's total demeanor. The use of clothing as a symbol to project an image is an ever-changing one, because the wearer must assume that the person appraising his appearance is aware of whatever the current standard is. A symbolic image is only effective if the definition of the symbol is widely known and practiced. Usually the black man creates new definitions for certain symbols. By doing so, he subliminally dictates to the fashion industry which slants their designs should lean toward. They occasionally turn a fashion designer's effort into a new, creative concept of how to wear it or what to wear it with. They set the standard and in many cases define what the season-to-season styles will be. The brand names they revere are routinely the name of white males or reflective of white imagery taken from white experiences. I'm going to continue on, but I just thought about how I was talking about the high waters, how I was talking about flooding. But then I thought about Michael Jackson. He set a precedence when he did that, when he had his pants that was a little bit lower, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden people became a style. He just set it off. But I just read to you in regards to the information of how, I'll read it to you again just to reiterate it. They occasionally turn a fashion designer's effort into a new creative concept. That's some power right there. Boy, boy, boy. Okay, I'm going to continue right along. Kind of got off, but had to go back just because I was thinking that. So, in refining his image, somewhere along the line, he developed a positional stance referring to as cool. Cool is explicitly defined by them as 1. To be able to dress fine and stand absolutely still. 2. Not to become ruffled under pressure. 3. Slow walking, slow talking, low voice, or quiet. 4. To proudly be the first to display some outlandish style. 5. Be impeccably dressed, and color coordinated all the time. 6. To drive a slick, expensive model of a car and act unaffected. 7. To stand back from the crowd and not reveal what he is thinking. 8. Be by himself a lot. 9. Keep a non-committal look on his face and show no emotion. 10. To be very conservative in his lifestyle and clothing selection. Now there exist several visible cliches of black men who have affiliated themselves with various religious causes which dictate they wear non-Western attire. If nothing else, they are bold since they go against the fashion grain of what black men usually wear. These men dress in long white or brightly colored gowns or robe-like outfits that are patterned after Eastern fashions. The design of these garments were specifically arrived at the Easterners in warm climates because their light color reflects heat and covers the body loosely for comfort and ventilation. The black men who wore these draping outfits mostly are seen in them in the summer. The fabrics are usually cotton, rayon, or a polyester blend to promote coolness. These black men will wear some type of matching baggy pants under their long-like tops, or they wear regular slacks. Their fashion statement is usually not effectively seen to project their image during the winter because they either have to wear large shawls or capes or a regular Western design overcoat or jacket. This is due to the fact that since these garments are worn in warm Eastern climates, they do not have matching coats or winter wear for frigid seasons, as they do not have any. This also makes wearing sandals in the winter counterproductive to providing protection and warmth. The American climate is not really conducive of wearing African-style clothing year-round. This presents somewhat of a problem, which has not yet been solved by black men who wear these types of clothing. Their desire is to reflect their honorable efforts to dress like their ancestors and to identify with them by wearing a symbol of their ancient attire. These outfits are also to project an idea of their black consciousness and refusal to wear Western-style clothing. Their sparse numbers make them a spectacle, and it is falsely assumed that if a black man is wearing a complete outfit of African or Eastern clothes that is culturally aware, it is a costume of escape. Many of them wear these outfits to get special attention or just to rebel against the popular norm or to make dressing similar and more predictable. Some of them are clean and others are shabby looking or soiled. Ornate by nature, black men also like flashy, oversized, attention-attracting jewelry, if they can obtain to afford it. Big rings, long neck chains, thick links or bands. Some of them are so impressed with their names or their nicknames as their special identity that they have specially made diamond or gold pieces with their name emblazoned in recognizable lettering. That does complete take 13. Yeah, it's been a couple days, just getting back in the swing of things. So, peace be upon you. I will be coming at you again for take number 14. It be thy will. So until then, be blessed. And later, y'all. All right now.